Okay, I think we're on now. Is that working? Yay! Okay, so we're trying to write an equation. We need a slope and a y-intercept. Which is the easy one to see on the table? Y-intercept's always easy because what are you looking for in the x column? 0. As soon as you see that 0, you know you got a y-intercept of 7. So that 7's going to go there. That 7's also going to be where our graph's going to cross the y-axis. So I'm going to draw a dot up here and just label it 7. And I put it up above the x-axis because it's positive 7, right? The other thing we need is a slope. To find slope, remember slope is equal to, is it rise over run or is it run over rise? Rise over run. That would be change in y over change in x, right? Y rises up and down, x runs left and right. So let's find our change in y and our change in x. What is my change in y? I'm going to go with these last 2 points to find my slope. It doesn't matter which 2 points I pick. What's my change in y? Positive 3 or negative 3? From 4 to 1, that's minus 3, isn't it? And what's my change in x? 2 to 4, that's plus 2. Oop, that's off the screen. There we go. So my slope is going to be negative 3 over positive 2. And that would overall be a negative number, right? Negative divided by a positive. So I would write my equation y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 7. How many people had that equation? Nice. Look at you guys remembering all that stuff. That's from way, way back. If I were to sketch this line, would it be going uphill or downhill? Downhill. So when I sketch my line, it's going to be doing something like this, right? And I could make a little slope triangle on here since we're just doing a little rough sketch. I'm going to make a little slope triangle like this. And my slope triangle would be going down 3 and over 2. So that's a good enough sketch of this graph. You kind of get the idea of what's going on. Okay, linear functions. Excellent. Let me ask you guys a question. You don't need to write anything down here. What if I had given you a table that looked like this? And this is not going to be a function. It's going to be a sequence, n and t. 0, 1, oops, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go ahead and have that be like 1, 5, 9, 13. Do you guys remember how to write equations for these? It depends on if it's arithmetic or geometric, first of all. Is this an arithmetic or geometric sequence? Which one are we looking at here? Arithmetic or geometric? You don't need to write this down. Arithmetic, what are we adding each time? Plus 4. And our 0th term is 1. So if I wanted to write an equation, it would be t of n equals, help me out here, what comes next? 4n plus 1, right? Now, if I change this to an x and a y, that would just be y equals 4x plus 1. Did you guys notice when we were doing sequences that these equations are kind of like y equals mx plus b? We were just using t and n instead. You guys notice that? All right, well, check this out. I got some great news for you. How many of you, again, you don't need to worry about writing this down. How many of you would feel comfortable writing an equation for this sequence? Let's say this was 5, 10, 20, 40. Is this arithmetic or geometric this time? Geometric, what's my multiplier? Times 2, times 2, times 2, right? So this equation would be t of n equals, this is that one where we have our 2 blanks and the n up here. What comes first? 5. And my multiplier would go in the parenthesis, and that's our 2, right? Are you guys feeling good about this? You remember doing this on our test? I got some great news for you. What we're starting today is exponential functions, and exponential functions are in this format. It's the exact same thing, right? So last unit we practiced with algebraic sequences because algebraic sequences gave us a chance to review arithmetic sequences gave us a chance to review linear equations. We also practiced geometric sequences because that gave us a chance to preview what we're about to learn right now. which is exponential functions. So most of you already know how to write exponential functions, right? So we're going to be messing around with that. Not quite that complicated today, though. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do at this point is turn to the first page of notes. It should say 7.1.1 at the top. Looks like that.